The Octopus and the Treasure. In a small seaside village, there lived a curious boy named Jake. Jake loved the ocean and everything in it. Every day after school, he would explore the beach, looking for shells and interesting sea creatures. One sunny afternoon, while he was searching for shells, he noticed something shiny in the water. Jake waded into the shallow water and reached down to pick up the shiny object. It was an old, rusty key. "I wonder what this key opens," he thought. Excited by his discovery, Jake decided to ask his grandfather, who was a retired sailor, about the key. Jake ran to his grandfather's house and showed him the key. "Grandpa, look what I found. Do you know what it opens?" His grandfather, a wise old man with a long white beard, examined the key carefully. "This is an old treasure key, Jake. It must open a treasure chest. When I was young, there were tales of a hidden treasure buried somewhere near the sea. Maybe this key belongs to that treasure." Jake's eyes widened with excitement. "Can we go look for the treasure, Grandpa?" His grandfather smiled. "Of course, Jake. Let's prepare our gear and set out tomorrow morning." The next day, Jake and his grandfather set out early with a map, a shovel, and the old key. They followed the map to a secluded part of the beach where the rocks formed a small cave. Jake's grandfather explained, "According to the legend, the treasure is hidden in this cave. But be careful, Jake. The cave is said to be guarded by a giant octopus." Jake felt a little nervous but also excited. They entered the cave, and the air was cool and damp. They walked deeper into the cave, using a lantern to light their way. Suddenly, they heard a splashing sound. Jake's grandfather whispered, "Stay close, Jake. I think we're not alone." As they ventured further, they saw a large octopus in a pool of water. Its eyes glowed in the dim light, and its tentacles moved gracefully. The octopus watched them curiously but did not seem aggressive. Jake's grandfather said softly, "I think the octopus is the guardian of the treasure. We need to show it that we mean no harm." Jake had an idea. He took out a small fish he had brought as a snack and gently placed it near the water's edge. The octopus slowly reached out a tentacle and took the fish. It seemed to appreciate the gesture. The octopus moved aside, revealing a hidden compartment in the rock. Jake's grandfather used the key to unlock it, and there it was, an old, wooden treasure chest. They carefully opened the chest and found it filled with gold coins, sparkling jewels, and beautiful pearls. "Wow, Grandpa! We found the treasure!" Jake exclaimed, his eyes shining with joy. His grandfather smiled. "Yes, Jake. But remember, it's not just the treasure that's important. We also made a new friend today." They thanked the octopus and promised to protect the ocean and its creatures. They took some of the treasure but left enough for the octopus, as a token of their gratitude. Back in the village, Jake and his grandfather shared their adventure with the villagers. They used the treasure to help the village, repairing the old houses and building a new school. The villagers were grateful and celebrated Jake and his grandfather as heroes. Jake's adventure with the octopus became a beloved story in the village. It taught everyone the importance of kindness, respect for nature, and working together for the greater good. Jake continued to explore the ocean, always remembering the friendly octopus and the treasure they found together. And so, the village thrived, filled with happiness and prosperity, thanks to the brave boy who discovered the treasure and the wise old man who taught him the value of kindness and respect. The story of Jake and the octopus lived on, inspiring future generations to explore, discover, and cherish the wonders of the ocean.